She broke his spirit.
Welcome to A Road to William. Welcome back to another episode of Road to William. It's looking a little different today. We're doing this review on the road. Okay. So first off, I want to shout out my cousin Ashley, who's with us from IP Ballin Basketball Show. Ashley, tell us, are there any shows you want us to tune into? Do you got any new shows coming out, or is there any specific shows you want people to watch on your channel?
Of course. What up? I'm Ashley. I be ballin'. I got my own YouTube show. I be ballin' basketball show where we cover the NBA, the WNBA, all the basketball stuff. I just put out, a video with, my friend Kyle about the NBA season. We covered every team. And the upcoming show that I have will be about making predictions of awards and my own rankings of the top 10 players. So I do a lot of basketball videos, a lot of different movie reviews,
Mhm.
you know, a lot of sports news.
Thanks again for coming on this show, and we're gonna review Raising Kanan from A to B. Now, yeah, we're reviewing season 2. I know they're already recording season 3. They're already filming. Because
Wow.
I saw the main character Kanan. He was already showing how they were filming. I'm like, y'all just ended from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning, okay? Because I know we were talking about how it was a very slow start, and just tell me like your thoughts on the beginning of the season.
The beginning of Raising Kanan, it wasn't keeping me very interested. I thought the first season was better. They
Mm,
slowly did pick it up though. There was a couple episodes that I did like, or I guess I would say scenes. I like when Jukebox would sing Bruised, and I
mm-hmm.
like when she would sing at church, that Mary song. I like that.
Oh yeah,
But it was pretty slow.
yeah,
It's called slow burn. Which some slow burn shows are good, some aren't very good. You have to know when to pick it up and when
yeah,
to slow it down. And they
yeah.
kind of just doing it very slow, but I think it's gonna keep people interested still, even if it is slow burn.
Right. Yeah, I thought the first half was. I was like, what's going on? Like, when are we meeting ghosts? Like, I'm like, it was starting to be too much. Like, I was only really watching it for Jukebox at one point. Um, but then like toward the middle, toward like the end part, that's when it was really catching my eye more. Like, okay, that YouTube channel Movie Bot. I be sending you
Yes.
videos on. He basically made the connection of when Marvin got shot at the end, and that guy was like, "Come, I can help you." I didn't realize who that man was, but that was the same guy. Remember in the beginning when Marvin was in charge of like keeping the building in order and making sure people were satisfied. He had let that man in the wheelchair on.
Yeah, I think they said his name was Demo or something.
Yeah, and they were saying how like Renee taught him like some like good skills that helped him out in the future. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, because if he wouldn't have gone to counseling and did all that, like, they could have just left him out in the hallway and not even cared. But I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Um, the character Marvin, he definitely grew a lot. First he was very angry. Now he's like Wusan. At
Yeah.
first he was mocking it at in the meetings, like you know, but
Hmm.
then he actually used it with the man in the wheelchair, and it turned out that it ended up saving his life, because if he was wrong to that guy in the wheelchair, he wouldn't have opened that door.
Right. And then I forgot, like they said, famous. We don't know how that whole famous thing is gonna end up because he ended up killing that kid. And but it was one of those killed or be killed because he aimed it, but he wasn't even gonna use it at first. But then the other dude was like, "Well, I'm about to shoot you now because you aiming a gun at me." So it was like either famous would have died or the other guy at that point.
Well, also the old man was like he don't remember anything, and the cop gave him the card just in case he does remember anything. So that might play into next season.
Yeah, he threw that card to the side. He heard famous name. He heard what they were saying.
Well, he
He,
probably don't want to get in trouble. He probably don't want no mess. I don't even think the old man knows, like, he knows the famous name, but he don't know, like, he do music or anything like that. But the
yeah,
cops gonna find out. Oh, it's a guy named Famous. He does music. Oh, hmm.
they found Crown's body. I wanna give it up to Rockwell. I mean Rock. I want to give it up to Rock because that scene where her and Lou and she said, "I own you."
So I'm gonna have to say it out loud for you. So we can stop having these fucking talks because I'm tired. So let me make a play. Hmm? Let me make this shit real simple. I own you, nigga.
I said,
That was
"Dang."
pretty rough.
I said
I
she
don't,
needs to win an award for that one, like, and grabbed his head. I was like,
that was wrong.
"Oh, Ashley, man."
That was
Uh,
so wrong.
yeah. Well,
It's
give me
like
your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on it.
she broke his spirit, broke it in half, crumbled it.
Yeah.
And he loved music, and then you
Yeah.
just hurt him. And that's your family, and
Mhm.
I thought somebody was gonna die. I
I ain't
thought,
gonna lie. I thought that too. I was like, something about that.
because
Hmm.
when she had that confrontation with Lou, she could have ended up losing Lou that same night. But Lou was
Yeah.
good with the, gun and the headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how this is about to go because, like you said, like you're breaking them down one by one, and you had said something when we were on Polo where you said like I think you said you think it's like more with the jukebox and Kanan because we're all still trying to figure out how did they become so heartless and power. And it's like, well, I think it's a bunch of things that happen. Like when Jukebox finds out her mom died the way she died, I think that's going to make her even more cold because even though her and her mom didn't, I'm not even going to say agree on. I'm just going to say even though her mom and her wasn't in a good place at the end, she still, I think she was, you're only hurt by somebody you love. So when her mom hurt her, it's not that she didn't love her, it's just that she was like, I can't be around you if you're going to keep going to that church. And it's like the church people, that scene where they're like hitting her with whatever that was, I don't know what it was, but I was like, absolutely not. Like, but even the mom, even Jukebox mom was like, okay, I didn't know y'all was gonna be doing any hitting. Like what are y'all doing? And so I think the mom knew it was wrong. She didn't agree to that because she still loved Jukebox. She thought what she was doing was right, but she didn't agree with the church, even though she was still allowing the church to do that. That was her house. She could have been like, hey, if y'all doing this, y'all gotta go. I thought y'all were going to at least try and pray, whatever. Like, she should have, if she had an issue with it, I think she should have just talked to her daughter one-on-one, because Jukebox would they could have a better conversation, not all these men surrounding her, hitting her, making her watch a sex tape. It's like, like, is that really? Because I was really confused. Like, why are we watching this? Like, y'all are sick. Y'all are the ones that need to be getting hit, because what is wrong with y'all? Like that. And then I'm like, this isn't coming out of a stretch. I know for a fact this is probably happening, where they're doing and they're trying to, convince that person that that's not, it's a sickness and all that. I'm like, what's sick is y'all forcing her watching sex, but you don't condone sex before marriage. So what are you really doing? Like, what? You can't have
They,
sex with the same sex,
they
but
got
you can
some
watch
wrong
it.
methods.
You said what?
Yeah, they got some wrong methods. They probably think that works.
Right. I'm like, who did this work for? Okay. Like, like, who said, yeah, I'm better now? What? It's like when that guy was like, I don't like men's no more.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women.
Yes, you do. You lying. It's just like, that's not how it works. But the fact that she allowed them to continue, that's why Jukebox was hurt. I think if the mom was like, hey, this isn't right, get out of my house, Jukebox would have respected her for it. Like, hey, I didn't know that's how it's gonna go, but let's talk, whatever. But you know, yeah, that was wrong. But I know, I want to call her Latoya so bad, but I really do like her acting. I liked her in Greenleaf. I liked her when that in that movie with Tank. Remember the church girl? I think that's what it was called. You ever watch
She was
that movie?
also in a church girl with Tank.
Yeah, with Tank. I think it was called that. But she does really good acting. And but when she went up to that door, and I knew something was off, because when Rock was like, "Why did my guys just let you end up like that? They wouldn't have did that." And they was already gone. I was like, "Oh my God, get down." I was like, "Get down now," like, and it was too late. So I think that's gonna be another, and even for Rock, like witnessing something like that. But I still didn't understand their relationship. I felt like we would have gotten a better understanding why, Rock didn't really care for her too much. But I'm pretty sure it's because, she hurt Marvin by leaving, and that's her brother. So she probably just kind of was like, "Why'd you hurt my brother like that and leave your daughter?" But I would have liked them to kept the mom, so we could have gotten a better understanding of her. I felt like it's still so much that we don't know about the mom and why she left and why she came back. You know, I feel like
Well,
that they could have kept her around.
that's true, but
Hmm.
if we want to figure out what led Jukebox to a dirty cop, well, some more bad things probably gonna happen. I think, you know, Marvin may eventually die, season 3, season 4, because
Mm,
what else could send her over the edge? I don't know.
true.
Um, the girlfriend overdose,
Yeah.
the mama, and the church, and then, you know, I do like that Marvin and her, they're getting back to their. That's why I thought he might have died because
Mm,
I was oh, things are getting good with them again, and then he got shot. But I'm glad that I think he's gonna recover though. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, I hope he
and
doesn't. I
yeah,
hope he
he
doesn't die at least right away.
probably not right away, no,
Yeah.
but something gonna happen.
Yeah, and that he got hit in the stomach. He got hit in the same place where Kiki Palmer got hit in that movie where she was a stud. Remember that movie I hated?
I didn't even finish that movie.
Oh my god.
I didn't
I,
even finish that.
well, I ain't gonna say nothing else, but
Oh, she's starting her own sort of like network for black creators. That's what I heard.
yeah,
I
I
don't
know they
think
was
it's gonna
hiring.
be
I was
like,
trying to apply. I think I sent my email. I mean my resume. Like, hey,
oh, you can send resumes to her and stuff.
yeah, to their, because I think the link is still on her Twitter page, and they were looking
Oh,
for different people. I was like, oh, let me try. But I never heard back. But also never followed up, so I don't know. They probably already hired the people. You know that one guy, YK Osiris?
yeah.
He was looking for people, like he was looking for like an assistant and a photographer out here. And I was like, hey, I'm in photography, but he had already found somebody. Like, I was like, dang, he just put up the message like in 2 minutes.
I guess it's quick. Dang, you found somebody that fast?
Yeah, he was like, oh, I didn't know how many people like support I had. I'm like, what? You got like 1 million followers. Like, what are you talking about? But yeah, back to Raising Kanan. I hope Marvin survives. Cause no, I don't think he got hit that other time. They didn't say anything about it. It was just Renee that got shot and killed.
I think all the brothers gonna survive, but Rock gonna lose one of them, and she
Mm,
probably already lost Lou, not
yeah,
physically but mentally. I mean, you
mentally
bring
you
the
lost
man
him.
down.
He not even
So
there no more. And then he found out Scrappy wasn't even supposed to die. It was just like a mistake. But it's Rock's fault completely, because why would you listen to somebody you was trying to kill last season? Like, you're trying to have your son kill him, and you gonna take advice from him and not double check?
Kanan is getting he's growing too because
Yeah,
he's not listening to Rock no more. He's like, this is mine now. He taking all the drugs and he saying he doing his own thing.
yeah, and he still don't see that the mom, that other mom, was taking advantage of him. He's like, it's different when it's like a a guy and a girl. I'm like, oh my god. And Juke's like, no, it's not. You see that you think that now, but in later on you're gonna know that's not right. And then somebody had pointed out, like, it basically happens to his son, but not at the same age, but kind of like Tasha was taking advantage of him, at his son. And I was like, oh, I didn't even look at it like that. Because I think he did try and warn his son about Tasha, but I mean, he
Yeah,
ended up killing his own son. So I'm still trying to figure out how did Kanan even get to that part where you feel like it's okay to just do that.
yeah. And he killed Jukebox.
And he killed Jukebox. Another thing is, I'm knowing Rock probably gonna die at some point, because you don't hear about her in Power. I feel like she would still be doing, unless she was laying low. I feel like she would still be known if she was alive. You know what I mean? Like, they would go to her as a source. But I say she might die because a lot of the stories is kind of still around his own story, like get rich or die trying. And that's what I keep basing it off of, because remember his mom in the movie, She died by somebody they knew, but it was in the big apartment complex. Remember, she got set on fire.
Oh my goodness.
You
And
remember
get rich
that?
by trying?
You remember that part?
No. And
What?
get rich or die trying movie?
Yeah,
The mama?
yeah. The mom actually kind of looks like the mom on Raising Kanan, Rock. You
I
gotta
don't know.
rewatch that movie now.
I mean, I haven't seen it in a while. If I was your best friend, I want you around all
All the
the
time.
time. I haven't seen that since middle
You
school.
oh my god. That's your other homework.
Listen. You know,
But
I'm all about the 50, but
if you rewatch it, you gon' see like how it's a lot of similarities with like with Raising Kanan. And so I'm kind of nervous for Rock. Like, but I did like when Joey Badass. You said Bad Booty, but when Joey Badass, he unique. I like how he basically saved Rock's life. He saved her life, and now I think they gonna try and I don't know what they
team
gonna
up.
try and do. It's like some Bonnie and Clyde stuff now.
You know, they probably, Unique probably is thinking things over like, maybe I should team up with Rock. But they probably don't completely trust each other, but they probably
No.
trust each other more than, what's
Hmm.
it called, the Colombians and the,
The Italians,
yeah.
yeah, and the Colombians, but yeah, I just feel like it's gonna be war. And then Unique's friend died, who was loyal. He was trying to be loyal to both parts, um, to Rock and Unique. But I think something gonna come into play with that. Remember that older black man in the first season? I don't think he was in season two as much, but he was like that older black man, and they was always at bingo with his mama, and that's how they met up. You remember that?
What's his name?
I forgot his name, but he's also one of like the head people that Rock would go to.
So you think he's gonna come back in season 3?
I think so. And I guess they're going to be introducing Unique's brother. I'm like, y'all keep adding more and more people to the mix, and this is getting more and more dangerous. Because you don't know what their intentions are, and all that. And you always now you really got to look over your shoulder
Just look over your shoulders, honey.
because people are after y'all.
That's the
But
name of the game.
yeah, that's the game. It's gonna be interesting. I'm excited for season 3. And it was slow at first, but at the end, they definitely left some cliffhangers. Oh, Marvin, like when Marvin find out that his basically, I feel like that was the love of his life that died. Cause like two of the people he cared for just died, Renee, and now his baby mama. Like, oh my god, like he probably gonna be different too. Like, but I think this season changes the characters more, and I think we're gonna get a more vamped character like Jukebox when she started beating that dude up outside, and she didn't care that the cops was there.
He said we just talking.
Right, we was talking, right? I was like, uh-oh. I feel like Jukebox is gonna develop even more. And yeah, overall, I like that. I like that they introduced Latoya. I'm mad they killed her off though. We could have still used her, but
Well,
ooh, ooh, uh,
sometimes that happens in life. Maybe they
Ashley
could
said
have.
she's gotta go.
Sometimes in life, she probably wanted to mend fences, right?
Yeah.
But she got killed in the process. Also, I just
Mm.
feel like they could have shot Rock if they wanted to, because first,
Yeah.
no, actually twice. So as soon as Rock opened the door, all you had to
Hmm.
do was shoot her. But
Yeah.
Rock said, "Where's my guys? Oh, where's my guys?"
They could have
And
had
then
her right there. Yeah.
yeah, and
And they
then the
got him
guy
real
was
silent.
just
That must have mean it was a silent gun. So
yeah,
they had
silent.
aim and they were watching her.
Mhm.
They wanted, yeah, they wanted to hurt anybody around her.
I thought the last episode that they shot could have at least been the seventh episode. Now I
Mm.
feel like I'm in a Harry Potter movie,
What?
where it's like, in one of it was like the Death Hollows Part 1,
I gotta
and
rewatch Harry Potter again. I watched it last year, but I don't. You gotta explain what happened in that one. Was that the one with those ghosts flying around the schools?
mm, I gotta brush up too because there's so many and they're so long. I
Mm.
just think that this is sort of it's Raising Kanan is sort of like Power, because when I was watching
Mm.
Power, the
Mm.
first season was kind of slow, and
Right.
then it amped up in the last episode going
Yeah.
into season 2.
Your favorite
But
part?
even season 2 was still not as great as season 3. So maybe season 3 of Raising Kanan will be better.
But that's how I felt watching Power too. I didn't tell you this at first because I wanted you to watch Power, but I, but it, but I didn't watch Power for a long time only because the first season, like the first few episodes, I was like, it's not catching me. I don't care about his high school sweetheart. What is this got to do with anything else? Why is everybody hyping this up? And then it took me, I had to like really sit down and just like let it play. And I'm like, oh, okay, it gets better with time. Like, yeah, like the first two seasons, you're like, but then, yeah, it does
Nah,
pick up. Oh, Lord.
I want you to get me in the first season, because, you know,
Yeah.
it's not a guarantee I'm going to watch the second season. But
Yeah.
I think this
Yeah.
show might last for like 6 seasons.
Hmm.
And I think people really going to start dying in season 5 and 6.
Yeah.
A lot of people want Tommy and Ghost and Breeze to show up, but some people are like, no, don't rush it. They're still teenagers.
Do you think they're going to do something where it's like, you know how still to this day people debate if Ghost is alive or not? Do you think they're going to do that for each like Power Universe show, like for Raising Kanan? Do you think it's going to be some people where you're like, I don't know if they're going to play around with if they're still alive or not? Like they could do that for Rock. Like if something ever happened with Rock, I feel like they could play with that too. Because even when the movie bot channel, um, they were saying in Power, Kanan had came to Ghost and Tommy and was saying like, "All right, y'all gotta leave. I gotta go see my mom." And then people were like, "Well, based off of Tommy's look on his face, it could mean like he was visiting her grave." But then they were like, "But he could just be visiting her in real life to go check on her." And then they're like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Well, shoot, is she alive or not?" Like,
I mean, they it seemed like the parents it's like, okay, you learn stuff from the parents,
mm-hmm,
but you don't know if they're alive or not. I feel like that's a way for the writers to just do what they want. Like
mm-hmm,
they can decide whatever they want.
right. I think
Also,
that
it's
I
like,
like that idea to just keep it kind of a mystery on certain certain characters, like, are they alive? Or would they do something, like that? Where if you knew, it's kind of like the Tupac thing, where people still be like, Tupac's alive, but it's kind of like, okay, everybody was after Tupac, and everybody was after Ghost, everybody's after Rock. If they, I mean, wouldn't you want people to think you're dead so you can like actually live your life without looking over your shoulder?
That's true. They could make one on Jukebox's life, but I feel like
Yeah,
they're raising her too. It's called Raising
yeah,
Kanan, but it's also raising Jukebox.
Jukebox.
Those are the only two that's probably not gonna die. Like all those adults, they probably gonna die sometime.
Yeah, I wonder how Lou is about to go out because they're looking for them too. Lou put himself in a lot of trouble when he killed Crown. Now that girl did, but I we never heard that song they recorded. Remember, it was a song, and she had
She
made.
that wrote it.
Yeah, but we never heard. I'm like, they trying to be like Empire. Don't get mad at me, 50 Cent. I know y'all don't like Empire, but but because remember they were head to head at one point. Remember when Exhibit died in Empire,
Yeah.
and then they were like, he's worth more dead, and then his music started selling again and all that.
hmm.
I feel like they gonna do that with her. Like she gonna become famous after she's dead. But this might be a chance for Jukebox to get back in the studio because remember it was supposed to be Jukebox in that studio and singing that song, but Lou.
But will she continue to sing, or has that
Mm,
has that gone away? Because they didn't act. I mean, Lou didn't ask for the song, you know, and she probably don't think she's pretty enough, or And then the mom, she was connecting with the mom with the singing, but now she's gone. But I do need some
oh
more
yeah.
singing jukebox songs, but I don't know. And then that cop that's trying to find out Howard, she
Oh
gave,
my God. People are like, she about to be the first one to die.
I guess jukebox warned her. Um, so
Oh
yeah.
yeah, because I like that Jukebox wasn't trying to play into what that Nicole's dad was trying to make her do. Like, just say she did this so we can pin her for Nicole's murder. Like, Jukebox, like, she didn't do it, though. That's not what happened. I'm not saying that. And the dad was trying to be really persuasive. Like, no, this is what happened. She was like, no, it's not.
Well, that shows she still got some good in her. She
Yeah,
hasn't
but then
really.
now, but we don't know if the dad's going to tell the crazy mama. Because the mama wants Jukebox to go down for this.
I
She
hope they don't show her no more. She just annoying.
Yeah, she really got on my nerves. And they coming after Burke though. Burke, at the end of the day, Burke is like trying to figure out why would someone want to kill her partner. Like she's all about loyalty, and she doesn't realize like she's really putting her life in danger doing this. And
She's
it's
a
I
little
think her
annoying.
own partner is going to be the one that might put her down.
Well, sometimes when you're a cop, just focus on the cases that you're
Yeah.
handed. Stay out of people's business.
She, Cause she didn't even care what. Cause remember she was with her girlfriend or whoever they want to call each other, and the girlfriend was like, "I gotta go see my mom. She just fell." And Burke was like, "All right, like that. You don't care that her mom's just fell. Like Burke, you don't. You need to like check out of work for a little bit, okay? Because if my partner was like, well, hey, I mean, I'm over it, then let's get over it. You know how much crime is in the city going on, and you worried about somebody who don't even care that he got shot. Like, okay, well, like you already know the truth. But they do need to address that a little bit more, like with Rock and that relationship they had, because she was underage. Like, why were you messing with? He was like, well, you said you were 18. Like, it's like, okay, but you're a cop. You could have double checked. Like you could have went into the system and been like, you're actually 16. I'm not gonna mess with you. My
They
nerves.
might not address it though, because They might say that happens on a daily, so they may not even address it.
True.
Oh, the movie bot was like, when they all met at the end, he was like, is Unique gonna use information that he might learn about Rock and Howard, like
Mm-hmm.
that Kanan is Howard's son? Like
Right.
when he finds out, will he use that against Rock? And how she
Mm-hmm.
was an informant in the past, will he use that against her one day?
But Rock's so good at lying, she'll probably come up with a great elaborate excuse. Her lies are too like detailed. Like it should be coming off the rip, like off the wing. It'd be off the dome for her. Like it's like a freestyle. She's like, let me
I
come
don't,
up with this lie,
I
make
don't
it
be
sound great.
believing her.
I don't believe in her either. And she, like Rock, just tell the truth. That pretty much wraps it up. I mean, we're gonna see how this next season goes. Is the boyfriend coming back? Rock's boyfriend who went down south, remember? He was
Hmm.
trying to bring, he was trying to be a father to Kanan, but Kanan's real dad is stepping up, I guess.
You said, I guess.
Cause he's still in some mess too. Like he trying to protect Kanan. Oh, and then Marvin killed, you know, Sam. I almost called him Uncle Sam, but he killed Sam, but and they try and give him a little backstory, but it's just like it's kind of too late for this story now. Like,
Yeah, you did. He tried to help
yeah,
Cindy on the bus.
I mean, you shouldn't give your money. Like, come on now. He tried. He said, "Get me off this bus." I was like, "Oh my god." Yeah, we're
Mm-mm.
gonna see how this takes off. I'm ready for it. Shout out to 50 Cent for making these dope stories. Let's put a pep in the step though for like at least like we shouldn't be waiting till like episode 5, 6 to be like, okay, like here we go. Like it should at least start like 3, 4.
Nah,
You said
it's gotta
one.
start episode 1. The way the way you left off episode 10, if it
Yeah,
start
well,
off
one, yeah,
slow,
one you
I'm
gotta at
gonna be
least.
mad.
Yeah,
Cause
one you
y'all
do
all
have
met
to.
at the house, so something should be going down. I wanna know what happened with Lou at the studio. I wanna know where his mind at. I wanna know everything. Episode 1.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they do need to address episode 1, but it shouldn't take from 1, and then we gotta wait till 5 or 6 for it to get it popping. I'm about to go. I gotta get me some Wendy's. Um,
Oh, some barbecue sauce, some crispy
I
chicken
do
nuggets,
like.
a
Yeah, I
frosty.
like the spicy, but sometimes I be like the spicy be a little bit too spicy. I be like, okay, now my mouth
The
is hot.
Bucks one.
You said what?
The Bucks one, so you can get a free frosty.
Hey.
Or is that only
Oh,
in
so they're
Wisconsin?
what? 3-0 or 4-0?
3-0.
3-0. They don't rep the Bucks out here. They're like, we don't care. Well, the Lakers ain't about to win, so what?
They lost 4 in a row. Well,
See,
they
I'm not
haven't won a
ever.
game, so it's 0-4.
What about the Clippers? I might switch to them. The Clippers and the Warriors. I'm probably gonna start repping them.
I think they got a better record, but it's still early in the
Yeah, it's still
season.
early. Lakers might come back. We might be facing them. Hey, we never know.
Nah, that ain't happening. Sorry, the Lakers ain't winning nothing.
You're like, no,
Um, the streets need a body.
famous. He needs to get
Ooh.
back in the studio and stop killing people.
Um, he's
And then I forgot about this. Kanan has been stealing money, and Marvin knows it because he watched him. Because at first, well, Lou been stealing money too, and that's probably another reason why Rock probably found out. Well, Rock found out about Kanan too stealing, so she know the family is stealing money, and so they gonna have to get dealt with. They gonna have to get
Kanan
dealt with.
ain't listening no more.
Yeah, she lost him and Lou. Maybe Lou and Kanan might link up. I don't know. I don't know. This is getting dangerous. It's getting
That
more.
whole
But
onion scene, that
the what scene?
when she said to Lou what she said and grabbed the face too,
She
that
said.
was disrespectful,
She
man.
said.
That's how she treat all the men.
I was like, are y'all mad for real? Cause are y'all okay? Cause that scene looks
Look, I
real.
do want it to cry.
He did. I was like, whoa, this acting is A1. I'm ready for BMF now. They said BMF come out and Lala gonna be in it too. She said, um, but
That's a
remember
Netflix
Lala
show.
died
It
up in
better be
Powers.
good.
You said what?
It better be good.
I mean, Monique is in it. Lala is in it.
I'm giving it a chance because Monique in it.
Monique, we ain't seen Monique in forever.
They better convince me. I'm still up
I
in the
think
air.
I think this is a good role for Monique to her comeback role. You know what I mean? Like she needs that role that we gonna be like, yeah, this is. I think this gonna be a good role for her.
Oh, I think family. I should check on Netflix if Family Reunion on.
It is. I'm already on episode 9.
It just came on today. They probably only making 10. It must be real good. Oh, there we go.
It
This is
was
the first
so.
thing.
They're
Oh
going
my
heavier
wow.
on the topics. They're going heavier on the topics, but it's still funny. Oh my God, there's so many. There's so many cameos. Ashley, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I
tell you.
see. I see the game lady. I forgot her name. Tasha Mack on there.
There's so much more. There's so many more. I can't even name them all.
Look like one of those girls from Half and Half on there.
But you know who's not on it? Shaka.
You
Sorry.
know, they should have explained where the son at.
They do. They do.
Hmm.
He's at boarding school.